Saturday. Good to see you. Hope you've had a good week. Welcome to your Saturday morning 45-minute Pilates practice session with me. I'm Michelle. Nice to have you with me. Hi guys, I see you're hopping on already. Good to see you. We're live on Instagram and on our Facebook page this morning. It's good to have you with me. Morning, I can see you all hopping on already. Hi. How are you? Have you had a good week? How's lockdown been? How has homeschooling been? I feel your pain. I'm just pleased I haven't got to do any homeschooling today. Yippee! So, joy of the world. Good morning. How are we? Who is on this morning? Hi Hayley, how are you? Hi guys. Okay, so let me quickly talk to you before we get started. If you have if you've practiced Pilates with me before, welcome back. Hi Sarah, how are you? It's cold, isn't it, in Shepperton today, I know. If you practiced Pilates before, welcome back with me. If you haven't, welcome. Nice to have you with me. All you need this morning is, if you have a yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, don't worry, that's absolutely fine. You can either just lie on your floor or get a towel or something to lie down on. Make sure you've got water, and of course have that whenever you need to. And also, if you've got a small cushion or a towel that you might want to fold up for some of these exercises, have that handy as well. So listen out for the modifications. Morning, I can see you all hopping on, which is good to have you with me. Listen out for the modifications. And if you, as I say, if you haven't practiced Pilates with me before, I do tend to kind of build on a sequence. So if you are not happy with the parts that I'm adding on, you can stay with the part before, if that makes sense. So I'll start with a base and then I'll start to add little bits onto that. So obviously I can't see you, but work at your own pace. Take a break whenever you need to, and if one of the add-ons doesn't feel good for you, or you feel it's a bit too challenging, you don't have to participate in that part of it. Does that make sense? So we're going to do a combination today of some mobility work, and we're also going to do some strength work as well. So set your fitness watches up, make sure that is on, because you know if you haven't pressed start on your fitness watch, it doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't count. You've got to do it again, right? Okay, let's get started then. So hopefully you can all hear me okay. I don't tend to use a mic in Pilates because I'm quite loud, to be fair, and I haven't got music to shout over. So hopefully you can hear me. I'm just getting myself dressed properly here. Let's start, shall we? Okay, people are putting comments in. Are you good? Hi Trevor in Weymouth, how are you? Good morning, nice to see you. That's a dreadful shot to push forward. Sorry about that, everyone. No one needs to see a 50-year-old woman that close in the camera on a Saturday morning. I apologise. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Okay, should we get going? Cool. Okay, we're going to start with some mobility work. So I want you to come onto your hands and knees with your knees apart here. Your toenails, I'm going to wiggle my toes. Your toenails are down on the floor and you've got your knees underneath your hips. You're going to press away into the floor, and we're going to begin with some mobility work. So what I'd like you to do is draw up into a really big cat stretch. So you're going to press the hands, bring the chin towards the chest, arch the back, and I'm looking between my legs. And then you're going to push your hips forwards and down, and you're going to push your bottom away, so you're looking forwards into what we call cow face pose. Roll on so up into cat, into cow. Roll up and then push through to cow. Good. That's it. So inhale, roll all the way up. Now again, just a couple of key things. If you haven't practiced Pilates before, we breathe in through the nose and we breathe out through the mouth. You're going to keep going with this mobility for me. And as you're breathing in, you're going to breathe nice and wide. So rather than breathing deep in your belly, I want you to breathe nice and wide, okay? So just bear that in mind as we're working. And of course, try not to hold your breath. Generally, just breathe. You know, what can I say? Push away. So draw up for me, push the toes right down into the floor. And let's add a little bit more onto this. So you can stay with this, remember, making sure that as you're coming up through into that cow pose, that you are really pressing away from the floor with your hands. Now you're going to push back into a child for me. So we're going to sit ourselves back, lengthening the arms. Now roll yourself through into a cat and then push forward so you're in that lovely cow pose, and then roll back again. So we're going to roll like a wave, coming all the way up press, push the chest forwards, and then roll back again. How nice does that feel, by the way? Just mobilizing your spine, and we're pushing away. Good, let's do a couple more here, just to get you warm, get you going. Waken yourself up, push away. Good, roll all the way back. Rise and lift, and then hold it right there. Perfect. Okay, shall we begin? Good. We're going to roll over today, and we're going to begin in a half roll back sequence. So we're going to really target your core here. So I want you to think about drawing your belly button in towards your spine as we're working. So we're going to get set up first of all. So I'm going to face you briefly just so that you can see. You're going to sit with your feet flat, your knees bent, and you'll see that my knees are not together. I've got my knees naturally tracking underneath my hips. Push your feet strongly into the floor, and if I was looking down at you, I would see that your heel is lining up with your sit bone, okay? So just bear that in mind, just kind of get to grips with how that feels for you. So you're sitting nice and tall, you're sitting on your sit bones. If you want to pop something underneath you, by the way, if you feel you're a little bit wonky here, you can put something underneath you so that you're sitting on your towel or your cushion. Let's relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Now, glue your feet into the floor. They're not going to move for this first part of the sequence, okay? Relax your shoulders away from the ears for me. You're going to inhale for me, and we're just going to slide back. And then you're going to exhale and sit back up again. Inhale, slide back. So as you're dropping back, I would like you to imagine that with love, in a loving way, I've punched you in the stomach, which I'd never do because we're friends. I've punched you in the stomach, so you've kind of sucked everything in, okay? But in the same breath, you're not hunching your shoulders. Your shoulders are down away from your ears. I always say that your ears and your shoulders are not friends with each other. They have actually blocked each other on social media. So keep them as far away from one another as you can do as we're working. Slide back for me. Good. Can you just begin to feel those lower abdominals there just beginning to engage? Yes, well done. Push back for me. We've got a couple more here. Press up, sit nice and tall. Good. Here's your last one, like this. So this is our base move. Remember I spoke earlier about a base move? Okay, so this is going to be your base move. So you can stick with this if you want to. If you'd like some more, we're going to sit back. We're going to do 4 scissors. 1, 2, 3, 4, release, press back up. Yes, should we do it together? So sit back, keep that engagement. We'll lift 1, 2, 3, 4, lift up and sit back up. Awesome. Do it again. Well done. And again, you just take a break whenever you need to. If you need to take a breather, that's absolutely fine. You do so. Press back again for me. Good. How are we doing, guys? All still with me? Yeah. Hands up if you are. Do you see what I did there? I know. I'm here all week, you know. Push back. Good. One more? Did I say one more last time? I do have a problem, by the way, with saying one more and then I forget I've said it. But, you know, that's what makes it more fun, isn't it? Lift up. Okay, so take a breather for a minute. Let me show you how we're going to add on to that next time. So we're going to sit back. This time we're going to leave the arms extended. You're going to bring your hands together and we're going to twist to the side. We're going to come back to center, lift all the way up. Okay, so we'll twist one direction, back to center, and then as we go back next time, we'll twist in the opposite direction. Again, it's just an option. Ready to go? Inhale, slide back. Hands come in. Take a twist. Good, let's go the other way. So you're sitting back, hands in, we twist, lift, and rise. So we're now bringing into play those obliques. So the muscles that run at the side of your main abdominal cavity. Good, keep going for me. Well done, and remember you're still pushing those feet strongly into the floor, aren't you? Good, keeping those knees apart. Well done. Shoulders away from ears. I know there's a lot to remember. Take a twist, release. Good work. Do me one more on each side, would you? Perfect. Well done. Make sure you've evened up, by the way. You've done an even amount on the right and the left side. Awesome. So you might need to do one more or one less, depending on where you are. And then just take a little breather there for me. So this time I'm going to add on a leg lift as well. So let me show you how that looks. You're going to inhale, slide back for me. Lift one leg, release, and press back up. Should we try it? Okay, come with me. Slide back, lift right leg, release, press back up. Same thing applies with those shoulders. And I want you to really think here about not hunching. We spend so much of our week hunched, especially if you're working at home at the minute and you're maybe working in a little bit of a precarious position with your laptop. I don't know why I looked like that when I did that. But think about lengthening right the way down your neck here. We're going to work on that at the end of class. We're going to really work on lengthening and getting you some nice mobility going through your neck a little bit later on. Good work. How are we doing with that? I've managed to sky out of this quite well, haven't I? Just chatting. Good. Let's do it again. Release, slide back. Perfect. Now, can we put all of that together into a little fantastic sequence? The answer, of course, is of course we can, Michelle. So we're going to sit back nice and strong. Good. Arms lift. 4 scissors. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring hands in. Take a twist. Release. Extend the arms. Lift one leg. Release. Press up. Did you get that? Next time, we'll twist the other way and we'll lift the other leg. Okay? Sit yourself back. 4 scissors. 1, 2. Don't forget to squeeze in through the belly button. Hands through to your heart. Take a twist. Lift up. Lift the leg. Release. Come on up. Now we're going to continue with that. It should be feeling quite challenging. If it feels too much for you, of course you can leave off those little add-ons and just go for the roll back, making sure that you're making everything release down from the ears as you're working. Good. How are you doing? Okay. So remember, we're working at your own pace here. So if you feel that you want to take a little breather and then join back in, that's absolutely fine. Hands in. Good. Release. Lift up. Float the leg. Push again. Good work. You're doing so well. Stay with me. Don't go anywhere. Good work, guys. This is your last exercise in this position for the moment. We're going to move on in just a minute and come to some work to fire up your glutes and your legs. So I want to just get our core nice and toasty so that we're ready to work. Here's my question. Have you done the same amount on your right that you have on your left? Yes, Michelle, we have. It was amazing. Lift up. Good. This is your last one then. Lift all the way up. Hands in. Take a twist. Release. Float the leg. Press all the way up. Good. Let's just release that there. So leave the feet where they are. Just release forwards. Let the head just release down between the knees. And we're going to roll ourselves over and come onto all fours. So if you have a towel or a cushion and you feel like you want to pop it underneath your knees here, now's the time to grab that. So I'll give you a moment just to make sure you've got that settled. You can face any direction you want to. I'm going to continue to face in this direction. So I'm resting on all fours. So just as we did in that very first mobility exercise that we did where we came cat to cow, I've got my knees apart here. My toenails are down on the floor. So this next sequence, we're going to really fire up your glutes and your legs. So hopefully you'll feel totally warm and ready to go. So let's push away from the floor. Now, getting into a neutral spine here, super important. What I don't want here is for you to be pushing your bottom away. So we're not doing that cow pose. And similarly, we're not coming into a cat pose either. So you've just got one lovely long straight line. You're looking forwards and slightly down. So if I was to have a ruler, it would just fit nicely right down from the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone. Okay, pushing away from the floor, drawing your belly button in. I'd like you just to lift your right leg off the floor for me. So you're going to press the leg up and then pull the leg down. We're going to stay on the right leg. Inhale, lift up, leg is bent. Exhale, press down. Now there's nothing else moving in you. It's literally just this leg. Good. Release it down. Perfect. So you're squeezing up towards the ceiling. As you're working, your hips are staying pushing down towards the floor. Imagine that you've got a headlight on each of your hip bones, and that light is beaming down towards the floor. So what will happen is when you start to get a little bit tired, we start to roll and open, okay? So if that happens, just take a little breather and you can join back in again. Good. We're doing a total of 10 on this side. Were you counting? Should I have told you that earlier? Probably. Push up. Release it down. Okay, I think we've done about 10. Let's lift. I'm going to pay attention now as we're lifting. We're going to lift that leg up. You're going to press away strongly. So you're going to push and lengthen the legs away and then drive the heel back in. So push strongly out and then draw the leg back in. So my leg is staying high. I'm leaving my thigh almost in line with my hip bone. And as you're working, you're looking down forwards towards the floor. Good, well done. Keep squeezing that leg in and then press it out strongly. Awesome. Are you pushing off the floor? Are you counting? Good, we're doing 10 on this side. You're nearly there, guys. Squeeze it in for me. And you should feel this really beginning to fire up the back of your leg as well. Good. Got a couple more and we're done. Perfect. Now, take a quick breather there. Let me show you the next little sequence. This time, you're going to bring your knee in towards your nose, and then we're going to press that leg up. So I'm curling in, drawing in here, and then pushing up strongly. Good. So I'm rolling, and then I'm pressing my leg. So here, imagine that I've got a piece of rope. I've tied it around your ankle, and I'm lifting your leg up towards the ceiling before you're drawing your knees towards your nose. Good, well done. You're nearly there, I promise. Let's keep going, guys. Keep pressing into the floor. Keep those hips pressing down towards the floor as well. Good. How are we doing? Good? Woo! Nice. Awesome work. Bring it in again. Nice work. Now, this time I'm going to add on. So I'm going to bring the knee in towards my nose. I'm going to press up. And then I'm going to take a little press up, down and up. You're welcome. Knee comes in. Push up. Leave that leg lifted. Press down. Push up. Yes, go again. Knee in. Push up. Now, if this feels too much for you, just stay with just the leg and you don't have to add that second phase on, remember. Good work, well done. You're doing so well, by the way, so keep going, don't give up. You're nearly there, you're over halfway through the class-ish, kind of, sort of. Press away, good. Are you okay? Are you managing to draw that chest down? Good. Let's do a couple more, guys. Let that breath go. Making sure you're not holding your breath. Do me one more. Good. Perfect. Take a break right there, but don't go anywhere. Okay, that same leg is still going to be working. I know. We're scorching it today, aren't we? That same leg is pushing away. Now, this time the leg is going to be straight. I want you here to really push off the floor. You're going to tap that leg out to the side, and it's going to cross over the back leg. So we tap out and then we tap across. So it's almost as if you're making a little semicircle on the floor, but you're wearing a concrete bodysuit. So what that is doing is it's making sure that you're engaging all of those muscles in your core. Remember, your core wraps around you. It's not just your abdominals, it wraps around you. So we want to make sure that that's all engaging and keeping us nice and still as we're working. So really squeeze the belly button in towards the spine, extend the leg away, take a little tap and squeeze back out. Good. How are you doing? Okay? Good work. Tap it out. Perfect. Push across for me. So good. Let's do it again. Nice work, team. Whew. Can you feel those inner thighs doing some work here? Well done. Here's your last one. Tap it out and tap it across. You can take a breather. I'm going to take 3 little pulses. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to come back to that press up. So I'm going to take my chest down, push up, go 3, 2, 1, down and lift. Shall we go? 3, 2, 1, down, release. So just a little pulse and then we press up. Good. If that press up feels hideous and you don't want to do it, just do the 3-legged pulses and you can bring the toe back down towards the floor. So if you don't want to add the press up, you can just stay here with 3, 2, 1 and then just tap the toe down, okay? So if that doesn't feel good with that press up, please don't feel you have to do everything that I'm showing you. If it feels a bit too challenging for you, you can just stay with the base move. Good work, guys. Well done. You're doing so well. You can do it. Don't leave me. Well done. Let's do a couple more here. Perfect. Keep pressing away from the floor. Good. Woohoo! Take it on down. Here's your last one. Tummy stays in, remember. Take that little dive and release. Sit yourself back for me. Big toes are going to come together, knees are going to fall open. Let's let your shoulders just release here. So reach your hands away from you overhead. Bring your forehead down towards the floor. So you're looking back and down at your feet. Reach right the way through your fingertips. Stay right there for me. Just breathe, holding nice and long. Woo! Good work. Release it all the way up. Perfect. Okay, now I have got a bit of bad news. We've got to do the other side. Sorry. Okay, so have your towel or cushion ready if you want to. We're going to come back into that same position. So shoulders are going to be over your wrists and you're going to push away strongly from the floor. Knees are slightly apart, remember, just in case you've forgotten, I'll talk you back into position here. Knees are underneath your hips as we begin. Hands are pressing into the floor. Push the heel of your hand down into the floor as well. Belly button in towards your spine. Remember, you're breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let's fire up the glutes on the other side. Okay, team, we've got 10 lifts here, just in case I forget to tell you, okay? I need you to help me count, because you know I forget. Lift up. Let's press and then draw the leg down. Good. So I'm pressing up and pulling the leg down. Nice. Everything is still. So if I was to stand over you now, I should be able to put a spirit level across the lower part of your back, and that little bubble in the middle of the spirit level should be nice and centered in that little rectangle area. Because you're not twisting in your hips, are you? No, no, no. Of course you're not. Let's go again. Press it up and pull down. Good. Have you got 2 more here? Did I kind of count that almost correctly? I know, it's amazing. Counting's hard for me today. Now let's add on. You're going to extend that leg. Release it. Pull it back in. Good. Lift up. The leg extends. We pull back in and bring it back down. Good. Well done, guys. So this is really firing up your hamstrings as well. Pushing into the floor, lengthening your leg, drawing it back in and pulling back down to the floor. Lovely work. Amazing. If you're just joining us, by the way, welcome. Hi. Keep going for me. Pull the leg in. By the way, did I tell you you're doing 10 here? Did I say that out loud? You see? It's not good, is it? I need to have it tattooed somewhere so that I can see it on my hands, maybe. Press up. Good. Lengthen away. Let's do it again. Push up. Squeeze out strongly. Bring the leg in and release. Nice. How are we doing, guys? Are you good? Are you ready to do that knee to nose pose that we did? Do you remember? So we're going to really work on drawing that leg in. So let's pull knee towards the nose, and then you're going to press leg up towards the ceiling. Good. So knee towards nose, press up. Good. Inhale and exhale to press up. Good. Try not to open your hips. Okay? Good. Well done. You're doing so well. You know that I've got like magic goggles that I can see through the screen? Yeah? So you can never do this class. You have to always look amazing because I can see you, you know. Do it again. Bend the leg. Draw it in. Push up to the ceiling. Good. Nearly there, guys. Keep going for me. I would ask you what you were doing today, but it's probably nothing, isn't it? Release. Press yourself up. Good. Draw it all in. Woohoo! Push up strongly. Good work. Are you ready? You're going to do a couple more here to add that press up. Okay, good. So we're going to add that little swan dive here. So bring the nose towards the knee. Press up. Drop and push back up. Nose towards the knee, push the leg up, drop and push back up. Good. Are we good? Yes, excellent, well done. How are we doing on Instagram? Good? You've gone slightly quiet on Instagram. Hope you're okay. Hope you're still with me on Facebook as well. Because I think you're just busy working out, aren't you? Which is good. You shouldn't be stopping to talk to me. In fact, I'll be quiet and just tell you what to do. Good work, well done. Did you count here to do 10? Oh, for goodness sake, Michelle. Rubbish. Good today, am I? Pull it in. Nice work. Lift up for me. Press down and release. Let's do a couple more. Just to make sure we've done 10. I know you're now shouting at the screen, we've done 10, Michelle. Just stop. If you've done 10, have a breather. If not, do me one more. Good, and we'll pretend you've done 10 then. We can just pretend. Okay. Stay where you are. We're going to extend that leg away this time. So again, still pushing off the floor, the leg's going to extend away. You're going to tap it out to the side and then tap across your body. Yeah, that's it. So you're tapping out. Now can you make sure here that there is literally nothing else moving, just that leg. So you're tapping out and then across the body. So imagine that you've got a great big fat marker pen and you've put it between your big toe and your second toe and you're making a semicircle on the floor. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Good. Let's do it again. Tap out, slide the leg back. Good. Push off the floor so you've still got that lovely strong base, remember? Pushing across. Good. Over we go. Amazing. Now, 2 more here. I reckon that's 10. I was kind of counting then, which is good. That's a bonus from what we were doing earlier because I was just chatting. Release, lift the leg behind you. Let's do 3 little lifts here. So we're going to take 3 little straight leg pulses. 3, 2, 1. Drop down, press up. 3, 2, 1. Little press. Good. 3, 2, 1. Press down, push up. If that feels too much, what do? Lose the push-up phase and just work with the 3 leg pulse and then you can tap that toe down towards the floor. Good. How many are we doing? 10. Yes. Today 10's your magic number. Well done. Keep going, guys. Doing so well. Keep squeezing. Awesome. Press down. Whew. Good. Lift again. Nice. Now, are you managing to keep hips squared down to the floor? Yes, good. Pushing off the floor, amazing. Here's to your last one. Then you're done on this exercise. Perfect. Release it. Sit yourself back. Big toes together, knees press open. We're going to release your shoulders here as well. because you've been putting quite a lot of pressure through your shoulders. So bring your left arm and thread it underneath you. So you're just holding there. Spread your fingers. Well done, hold. And then release. We're going to come all the way through. So sit back again. This time bring your right arm and thread it underneath you. Let the side of your head just rest to the floor. And this is a point when you look at your carpet or your floor and decide whether you need to hoover today, isn't it? Are you looking down at your floor thinking you need to hoover? I was. Sit yourself back. Okay, let's release. Roll yourself back over. Are you ready to do some more? We're going to sit ourselves. Take a drink whenever you need to, by the way. We're going to sit ourselves down. And again, we're going to concentrate for the next little block on your abs and your obliques. Hooray! So we're going to be in a kind of an upright position, but we're going to rest on our elbows here. So sit yourself back and you've got your shoulder directly over your elbow here. Your hands are going to press down in towards the floor. And here I want you to think about as if you're sunbathing. Oh, imagine if it was warm. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Going to push your feet down into the floor with your knees apart. So again, you've got your knees lining up with that second toe there and your knees lining up with your hip bone. And if I was looking down at you, your heels would line up with what? Your sit bones. That's it. So sit yourself back here. Okay, relax your shoulders, pull your tummy in, and I want you here to think about pushing off the floor, but keeping a really nice open chest. Okay, let's just start with a single leg lift. So we're going to work a little bit of hip mobility as well here. So inhale for me, just float one leg off, exhale, pop it back down. Good. Try the other leg. Lift off and release it down. Good. Slide it off and just tap the leg down. So you're really pushing off the floor here. And I want you to, again, imagine that lovely concrete bodysuit that you've got on so that your whole core is engaging as we're doing these exercises. Well done, guys. Good work. Pull it in for me and let the leg float down. Nice work. Pull it in and release it down. Okay, let's lift one leg off the floor and you're going to float the other leg away from the floor. So it's just floating off the floor here. Perfect. Now tap right toe down and then extend the leg. So we're just going to simply switch through the legs. That's it. So you're keeping one leg bent and extending the other leg. What I find happens here is I start to hunch. Let's create that space between our ears and the top of our shoulders. So we've got that lovely long extension through our neck. Hunching is no good. I want you to really lengthen here. So it might mean that you need to take a breather. That's absolutely fine. You can take a break at any time and then join back in again. Good. Well done. So you're pushing one leg out and then squeezing that leg in. Amazing. Good work. Push away for me. Good. 4 more here. Push out strongly and release. Good. Last 3. Are you still pushing off the floor? Good. 2 more. Lengthen that leg. Release. Here's your last one. Okay. We're going to add on to that. You're going to extend. Right leg, bring it in. Left leg, bring it in. Then bring your toes together. Knees open. Legs shoot back out. So we'll go right, bring it in. Left, bring it in. Now bring your big toes together. Knees open. Legs return. And we start again. So let me show you that on an angle so that you can see what's happening with my legs. So I'll tap down. One leg, release. The other leg, then watch what happens. Big toes together, knees open. And then I reset back to that legs being in line with my hips again, okay? Does that make sense? Good, well done. Pressing away really strongly here. Push off the floor, good work. Lengthen, open up, squeeze it back in, reset. Good. Floating just off the floor with that leg. Now, if it feels too much, extending that leg straight, you can work with bent legs, tapping down, and you can still do that little bit of mobility work as well there. Good. Well done. You're nearly there with this one. Good work. Well done. Keep going for me, guys. Doing so well. Push away. Good. Push off the floor. Perfect. Open up. Nice. Pop your toes down. Just take a breather for a moment, and we're going to move on to another extension of this exercise. So for this exercise, we're going to lengthen the legs away. You're going to lift one leg off for me, and then we're going to sweep. So it's a bit like a pair of scissors. You're lifting one leg high, other leg is extending. Ready to go? If that feels too much, stay with the bent leg option. So please do whichever one of those works for you. Good. Remember, you take a break when you need to, take it at your own pace, have a drink when you need to, have a quick stretch out when you need to. Well done, keep going. Good job, guys. So we're lengthening. Lift up, pressing off the floor. Good. Is your leg able to just hover off the floor? Yes. Keep extending out. Chest stays nice and high. Good. Well done. Do me 4 more here, would you? Perfect. You're doing so well. Good job. 2 to go. Here's your last one. Have a quick breather. Take a break there. Good. Let's just roll into that. Release everything down. Bring the soles of the feet together. Forward fold. Relax right there. And let's move on. So draw your legs together, and for this last sequence, again we're going to concentrate on working your abs and your obliques. So I'd like you to lie down on your back, and if you wanted to grab your cushion or your towel and pop it underneath your head, please feel free to do that. Okay, I'll give you a moment just to get yourself settled down. And our first combination we're going to do is a single leg stretch. So it's pretty similar to what we've just been doing. We're going to begin with the legs bent at 90 degrees in that nice strong tabletop position. What I'd like you to do is bring both hands behind the back of your right thigh, and you're going to curl off the floor with your head and the top of your shoulders. And as you do that, you're going to shoot one leg out. And then we're going to switch and change legs. Now, I'm going to do a few here to show you how it looks. If this feels too much for you today, your option would be to bend the knees and tap the toe down, okay? And you can also leave the head down if you want to as well. So you've got lots of options that you can go to, but I'd like you to try and work at your maximum this morning, because this is going to be your last working block of work today before we stretch out and have a little cool down, okay? So we're really going to target those abs and those obliques. So get involved with it with me. Come on through, keep driving the legs nice and long. Good. Well done, push away. Perfect, exhale. Inhale as you come through center. Exhale as you lengthen. Perfect. Well done, keep pushing out, you're nearly there. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. How are you doing? Are you still with me? Perfect work. Well done. Keep going for me, guys. You're going to do 4 more here, and we're going to move on. Well done. 2 more. Woo! Amazing. Now, pop your head down for me. Release your shoulders. You're going to reach hands outside of your ankles. I'm going to leave my legs bent, and then you're going to shoot the arms and legs away. So we're going to inhale, lift up, exhale, shoot out. So I lift the head and shoulders off, looking in between my knees, and lengthen. Option, inhale, lift off, exhale, tap down with bent knees, okay? So you can stay here if that feels better for you. So if it feels much too challenging to work with those legs extending, I've got you. You stay with bent knees. And remember, you can go back to all of the videos that are on this page. If you flick up to the top of the Everyone Active page and click on videos, the videos are all there. So you can always do these on repeat and come back to them at any time if you feel that you wanted to take the extra challenge and add on a little bit more next time. Good. How are we doing? Good? Well done. Pull it in for me. Lengthen away. Are you remembering to breathe? Inhale. Exhale strongly. Good. This is really strong ab work. Good. Lengthen away. Let's do 2 more. Pull all the way up and lengthen. Here's your last one. Pull up for me and lengthen. Nice work. Just take a little breather right there. We're going to stay in this position for our last couple of exercises. I'd like you to lengthen both legs overhead and you're going to reach your arms. We're going to take head and shoulders off the floor. We're going to take 4 scissors. 1, 2, 3, 4, release and come back down. Shall we go again? Shoot those legs up for me. Head and shoulders reach, lengthen. Now, if it doesn't feel good with long legs, bent legs, tap the toes down and you'll still get that really strong ab workout going in. Guys, I'm so impressed that you're staying on board with this morning. Well done. You're working so hard. Good job. Well done. Keep going for me. This is so good for you. Really strong core work. So remember, everything that we do comes from our core. So building a really strong foundation is going to help you not only in your other exercise classes that you may do, but also just in life generally. It's going to help you, give you a nice strong core. It's going to protect your back. Well done. Let's do it again. Perfect. How are we doing? Good. Now, here's your last little couple of challenges. You're going to leave your legs overhead or leave them bent. And we're going to do a series of just holding onto that scissor move. So we're just going to lengthen. You've got 10 here. That's 10. 9, either with legs straight or legs bent. Now remember, these are big scissors. So I want the legs dropping down as far as you can without compromising your back, remember. Good work. Well done. Let's keep going. Woohoo! 2 more. Good. Release it down. Take a breather. Are you groaning? Sorry about that. Let's finish off with some oblique work, and then I promise you this is your very last exercise today, and I promise you we'll have a nice stretch so that you'll leave class today feeling really extended through your spine. Fingertips, before that we've got to work obliques. Fingertips behind your ears. You're going to reach across diagonally with your shoulder, keeping the elbow nice and back. Come across to the other side. Now, if this feels too much for you, option, tap your toes down towards the floor with bent legs. And remember, as I keep saying, you can always come back to this, redo it, and try adding on those more challenging variations. You should be feeling this in your obliques, which are the muscles that run at the side of the main abs. How are we doing? We're going to do 8 more here, and then you're done. Almost just a stretch. Good. Push away. Don't hold your breath. I know I'm breathing really dramatically, but I want to make sure that you're not holding your breath. Good. Here's your last one. Take a break. Well done. Good job. Bring your knees in. Have a little release. Roll yourself round in one direction. Good work, guys. Then drop both legs across towards one side. Let the arms just release and open. Feel your shoulder blades just drop down into the floor. Stacking your knees on top of each other. Now inhale for me. Come all the way through centre. And just release. Let the legs flop the other way. What a nice word. That's going to be my word of the day is flop today. Let your shoulders release. Good job. Well done. Hold it centre. And then draw your knees in for me. Roll yourself up. Let's release. Good work. How are we doing? All okay? Okay. Just sit comfortably. So sitting nice and tall. Let your sit bones press down into the floor. You're going to bring your right hand behind you underneath your shoulder. Your left hand is going to cross over that right thigh. You're going to push off the floor, so you're going to lift up through your spine and then just rotate. So you're looking over your shoulder. Push nice and strongly into the floor. Just relax there. Good work. Let's come through centre and do exactly the same on the other side. So your right hand comes over that left thigh. Left hand is under the shoulder. Push off the floor, guys. Lift up and then take a turn. Just take a little twist. Stay right there. Amazing. Come to center. Good work. Bring your hands, just rest them wherever it feels good. I'd like to drop your chin down towards your chest because I want you to feel here that feeling of dropping your shoulders down away from your ears. So you feel a nice extension right down the back of the neck, and you're just breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good, let's breathe in again. Let the shoulders release. Good, do you feel that nice extension down your neck? Good, release and rise. And let's take the legs away this time. We're going to lengthen your legs. So use the length of your mat. I'm going to go on an angle so you can see me, but just use the length of your mat. Just flex your feet for me. Push your sit bones back and away from you. Lift up out of the floor and then softly just begin to creep forward. So you're going to relax your shoulders. Press the soles of your feet away. Good work, well done. Nice. Well done, Hayley. Stay there, relax your shoulders. Just breathe, guys. Roll yourself all the way back up. Release your shoulders. And then just take a seat in a comfortable position. Breathe in deeply for me, lift the arms all the way overhead. Don't forget, we're here for you over the weekend and throughout the week. Bring your hands down, release. Bring the arms just around the top of the shoulders, chin towards the chest. Feel everything dissolve. So do check out the timetable. I'm back here on, goodness me, let me think, Monday evening for beginners cardio and conditioning, so hope to see you there. If not, I'm back here Tuesday morning for stretch and flow, Tuesday evening for conditioning, and Wednesday evening. I have to think then when I'm here, I can't remember. Chin towards your chest. Nice work. Release. Roll your shoulders. Give yourself a hug. Well done. Give yourself a little bit of self-love. Listen, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you joining me. Have a fantastic weekend. Whatever it is you're doing, please remember, stay safe. We are here for you guys, so check out all of the classes that are on offer, and don't forget there are loads more classes on our Everyone Active On Demand app, so have a look at that, check it out. Until next time, well done, lots of love, have a great day, bye guys, thanks for joining me. Oh hi Jazz, I didn't even see you on. Nice to see you, darling. Thanks guys, you're so welcome.